Hi guys, a very good evening and welcome to Africa in Beyond Television Network. We are back to talk about important matters. Kune vamwe general varuma dombo zvekare. It's said, Team Zimbabwe, as we speak right now, the rate at which generals, top generals, are dying, guys, is alarming. We are getting to very close to the end of this thing, ZANU-PF, and they are eating each other left, right, and center. Mnangagwa Generals says a few days ago, Brigadier General retired Michael Chaminuka, who was Vice President General retired Constantino Chiwenga's former personal staff officer when he was at the Zimbabwe Defense Forces commander, was assassinated. He was also instrumental in plotting the 2017 coup. So this is it. This is the Brigadier Chaminuka. Vakarumadombo manje. You see, the rate at which these things are happening is so alarming, Team Zimbabwe. Why is it that these are the only people dying within the structures of this military government, this military junta? Why is it that they are the only people that could pass? If you take a look from the past, there were several prominent military men who just joined the maker just like that. Parents Shiri, Siboso Moyo, Douglas Nigaramba, Edaichi Monyo, Pradzai Zimondi, all very instrumental in November 2017. And the list is endless. We've seen Veja, Oa Midu, ranked officers, Vakarwa pass again. And these generals are rovering passy like never before. This is something, Team Zimbabwe. Let us take a look into this matter more seriously, because it's a matter which can't be ignored. I know that a lot of Zimbabweans will not want to talk about this thing, but it can't be ignored at all. International cables operated by Neva Masorase has been saying something, because Neva Masorase operated within the military intelligence, and he still does have some connections within. So, he says it's quite unfortunate that a faction always outsmarted is not politically smart enough to go for the jugular. Army uniforms and those colorful medals mean nothing at Shake building. Theirs is to be used when the special need arises and be discarded. In 2017, they worked so hard for a man. Right now, they are paying back. Ngozi iri kuvatsvaira one by one. Guys, indo inonzi ngozi iyi. Vari kurova pasi. If you take a look onto something which was said right here, we are taking a look on this thing which was posted on the 30th of June. This information is very critical and very important in this day and era. So these people, they met, I think, in Midlands. And while they were in Midlands, they agreed on one thing, that varukurova pasi, and they do not have capacity and ability to coordinate and protect themselves. They can no longer protect themselves. They are wiping each other left, right, and center. But the good thing is, madhara esa ehondo ndo vari kuenda. A lot of people will question why God is allowing this to happen. Madhara vana hondo ndo vari kuenda, vachasara vari vega. And we will be left by the junior military officers who will say, guys, this is where we are going. The other one will be thinking it is neutralizing the other. But what he doesn't know is he will be neutralized at the end, because he doesn't even know the people who are rising up through the ranks. This is the problem of doing these things. And when somebody wants to rise up through the ranks, there are people who are very patient, 100% patient. Emerson Mnangagwa believes that he is patient, but there are people who are more patient than him within the military, who are waiting for the right time to strike. It's not only everywhere. So they say, sources at State House says, when Mnangagwa received the news of his son's home being gutted by fire, he sneered slightly, laughed, and said, "Very gerei." He then comforted the son, telling him, "Don't worry, Mfana, leave it to me, I will deal with it." So when you see these things happening, guys, isusu tinoti decha regai zvipedzane zvirova ikoko. In 2023 they know that Nelson Chamisa won the election, but what did they do? Instead of standing with the masses of Zimbabwe, instead of standing with the people of Zimbabwe to make sure that the correct results are announced, guess what happened? They stood with the person who is now wiping them off. So do they deserve our sympathy? No. These are the same people who are ready to do the worst for the people against the people of Zimbabwe. These are the people who shot people in the streets of Harare. Yes. And they will do so again. Because when you hear these commanders threatening people, pedzana ikoko zviri kudyanana ikoko kwakusikana kutambika kuna vanombomira zvakanaka vese kusvika kuna nasanyatwe hadzisi kubata hope. I'm telling you this, hope hadzisi kubata kudya chaiko varume ava havachadya zvakutovanetsa kudya. Usaona kuonda kudai so mukafungidzira kuti hanzi chi onai varume kuonda kwavaita inyaya yeyi dziri kunetsa idzidzidzi. Vanosimbira kupi? We are trading in the muddy waters. These are the last days of ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF is going. ZANU-PF is going. But the major issue is, who will go first? Definitely, these boys will go first because these are the people who have contributed to the suffering of the masses of Zimbabwe. And they do it without care. They do it without remorse. They do it and support evil without even thinking twice. Now everything is against them. Now the odds are different. Now everything is now against them. And they are seeing it. They are suffering the same way the people of Zimbabwe are suffering. Imagine chikafu unacho, but chichinetsa kudya. Muchazviona samungazvidyi. Dzimba munadzo nemibhedha yakanaka, but hamusi kurarika mudzimba. You are sleeping in safe houses, and you can't make a bold statement to come to to publicly to simply hold a conference and go publicly and say Mnangagwa wakadyiwa election, vana veZimbabwe pindai muroad tomira nemi. This is the only thing which is going to save you, generals. Organize a press conference, invite us. We will send our people there. Or even we don't even need to send our people there. What we need is you to have your smartphones and Wi-Fi, and we will do everything for you. But you can't because you are afraid. Imimi mageneral imi, kana nhamo yakurova izvakanaka muchadaidza press conference pama platforms edu. You just go live. Totokuisai pamhepo motaurira vana veZimbabwe chokwadi kuti makabirira Nelson Chamisa, makaramba kuti Nelson Chamisa aite take over. Iyawina. Now look at what is happening. It's embarrassing to hear today and tomorrow that your comrades are dying like flies. Very embarrassing. It's humiliating. How do you survive in such a world like that? How do you survive in such a world like that? You can't even sleep in your houses. You sleep kuma safe houses makavhura maziso 2020, and you claim to be the most powerful people. Even muchitravela kuenda kumamisha kwenyu hamusi kufamba in peace, muri kufamba with very large protections. Why? So guys, rambai muchinonokera asi ndoda kuudzai chokwadi muchapera. Yes, isisuka you can kill us because we are gunless. We don't have anything. Nobody can protect us except God. If not for God, muruto ati tinge takatofa simply because we are speaking against tyranny in Zimbabwe. This is the reason why when we were being hunted, you never did anything to protect us from fuzz. Because muruto chikawo fuzz yacho nemiyo. But let me tell you, Wakuru, my general muchapera. Ngozi ichakupedzai. Mushonga wengozi kuiripa. Munoiripa sei? Kungosvika modzorera zvinhu kumuridzi. Makaiba kumuridzi. Ike zvino izvi muri kutongwa neakakushandisai kuba ndiye ari kukupedzai one by one. Izvezvi today we are talking about this one. Tomorrow we will be talking about another person. Next day we will be talking about another person. Recently kuno umwe akavigwa, kuno umwe futi akavigwa. These are high profile. What about low ranked officers vari kurova pasi vasiri kuripotwa in newspapers and everything else? Hamusi kuzviona here kuti muri kupera? Hamusi kuzviona here kuti the rate at which your young officers are dying, if we have gone back to the era of 2008, mafiro avaita in 2008, hamusi kuzviona here kuti tadzokera ipapo? Imimi magenerals hamusi kuzvionawo here imi? So this looks like a joke, but guys, let me tell you this. Team iri richapera. Richapera. We will continue to speak. As long as we are alive, we will continue to speak. Kana matura, tura yei. But chandinofarira ndechekuti dzamara hana kuenda yega. Vana 20 indira havana kuenda vega. Vana mboneni ncuva havana kuenda vega. Vana more blessing ala havana kuendera mahara. Nemi nesimba renyu rese nemilitary dzenyu dzese nepfuti dzenyu dzese muri kurova pasi. Why can't you do the right thing and save junior soldiers who are perishing because of you? Why can't you stand up and stop Emerson Mnangagwa for once? Mudzorera chinhu kumuridzi. The result is there. Iri kuzikanwa kuti mukomana akahwina. The result is there. Why can't you reverse all these ugly processes? Mungodzorera mukomana mopa mukomana chinhu chake, and you stop the bleeding which is happening, and you stop all these things which are happening. Zvinonzi neshoko raMwari njere shoma dzinourayisa atenzi nebasa. Baba vebenza hana mufaro. Guys, we are saying we don't hate you. Do the right thing as the military. Do the right thing as the military. Protect civilians and stop protecting looters. So it is what it is. We'll continue to watch and see. Muchingopera. Every day. Muchingopera. Vamwe venyu vakatsakatikira mu accident. Vamaiti ndo key protagonists vacho vari kuronga vapana vacho vakatsakatikira mu accident pakwekwe. Up to this day, there is no explanation of what happened. Vamwe venyu vadiki vari kungofa vachingopera vachingonovigwa. Tarisai mone the rate at which that pastor, that young pastor is preaching across Zimbabwe. It has never happened. Why is it mafunerals ari kuwandira kumauto kudarika kumapurisa nekumaCIO? Why? It's because makarera ngozi mumusha, ngozi yo yakupedza. Kuzanu PF akufiwi, kunongofiwa kuarmy chete. Ndi mega munorwara. Guys, do the right thing. Reverse whatever illegality which you did. 2018, you did it. 2023, you did it. Here are the consequences. Mighty 2018 anongoenda akadaro. Zvinokudzokerai. This is the reason why muri kurova pass. You were instrumental in 2017 pakubvisa Mugabe. But hamuchazikanwa ike zvinezvi muri kupera one by one. And imagine kuti mune nhamba iri kutozikanwa. Ike zvinezvi tiri kukaunda out of 5 vari kufanira kurova pasi. Kaunda. This is 15 July. In the past few days takukaunda kuti 1 down. Kwasara 4. Saving military generals. Kwasara 4 izvezvi. Who is next? You have to think. When we speak, we are speaking even on behalf of you who can't speak. The right thing, my advice, generals, is get in touch with us. You have our numbers. Get in touch with us. We will tell you what to do. Mungoita inonzi impromptu press conference ekungoti Mnangagwa akabirira election. Matopedza penyu, citizens ochipinda kamroad. And see kuti even mukaita na 7 am panonochaya 9 am Harare inenge chiri kufambika here. Just do that press conference my generals. Muone kuti panonochaya 9 am Harare inenge chiri kufambika here. Muone kuti panonochaya 10 am Mnangagwa anenge achiri muZimbabwe here. No, anenge atorova pasi atotiza. We don't even need to tell the people to kuchazoitwa press conference. We just do it without notifying, and the people will come and the people will flood Harare. Because vanhu vedu vaneta. Imimi ndimi muri kuuraya vanhu, ndimi muri kuvhundudzira vanhu. Anasanyatwe maenda kumamisho, zanu PF ichatonga usika madhonga amera nyanga. Unotonga seiko? Iwewe wakamirirwa necoffin. inotonga sei ZANU-PF kusvika madhonga amera nyanga iwe wakamirirwa nekofini? Ichatonga sei iwe waenda? Do you think kuti imimi mukabva mese imimi vana chihondo ZANU-PF inoramba iripo? The day is coming. We are getting there. Mnangagwa will not survive up to 2028. You know it. But anoenda hakutsvairai, anoenda hakupedzai. Saka isisu sinzi mimi musuruda washanda nema citizens, tinotipedzanai ikoko so that panobva Mnangagwa tozwa kuti hakusina anotiopposa. It's better. It's better. We need to have change in Zimbabwe. The people you shot in 2018, they are now coming back to haunt you. Gukura won't now haunting you. 2008 now haunting you. 2000 now haunting you. All these years dzamapedza vana veZimbabwe nepfuti dzenyu. Hamunzwiwo kunyara here. Hamunzwiwo kunyara. Ngatichengetedzane hama dzangu. Vanhu havafaniri kufamba vachitya uchicheuka munyika. Kuti izvezvizvi pamwe ndichangobatwa ukanzwa vanhu vachiti gogogoi pamba pako, ukanzwa kungofamba pamba pako, you wonder kuti ndiani. Nekumamisha taakuisa ma-CCTV cameras. Just because of people like you. Imagine, guys, a situation where you are hunted at night, at midnight, and in a country with a military. And you report and the people refuse to open a case. This is the kind of Zimbabwe we are living in. But I'm happy kuti zviri kuitika kwamuri pachenyu pedzerana ikoko. VaChiwenga, you have the right to do the right thing. You have a chance to do the right thing. Pamwe chete nemagenerals enyu, tauriranai, tikupai maplatform mutaurire vana veZimbabwe chokwadi. Kana musiri kuda regai, asi muchapera mese. Isusu zera tichiri naro, chero ini ndikafa izvezvi, vezera rangu vakawanda kupfuura imimi. Vachangotonga Zimbabwe. Maenda mese mapera. So we are angry as the young people of Zimbabwe because you are taking us for a ride. Corruption is happening. You are only angry because imimi ma-contracts enyu akavharwa. Ndosaka makatsamwa. Pasina izvozvo you were enjoying kuba pamwe chete nemavhaidzi. But isusu we are saying do the right thing. Remove these thugs and make sure that you bring sanity to the nation of Zimbabwe, you bring justice to the nation of Zimbabwe, and you bring everlasting peace to the nation of Zimbabwe.